So this is actually the second time now we've had a TRIBIT product on our desk to talk about, and the first was the X Sound 2, and we gave that a rave review for its size and audio quality. Now we've got their TRIBIT StormBox 2 Bluetooth speaker, so what's the verdict? Let's get into it. The StormBox 2 speaker is the second in line of a series of speakers from TRIBIT. Well, it's the second, but if this is a successful model, I am sure there will be more likened to the JBL and their Charge series. What are we on now? Charge 6, something like that? So yeah, expect more StormBox speakers on the way. But this is a good thing. Over the original, we get a better driver from 24 to 34 watts, a 24-hour battery life, better Bluetooth at 5.3, better TWS functionality for linking two StormBox 2s together, and also access to their app, which I'll run through in a moment. The speaker isn't really very heavy at all and can be held in the hand very simply. It does have a small strap too to make carrying a little bit easier. It measures at 18 by 5.5 by 6.5 centimeters, around that measurement anyway, and is covered in a soft mesh material. It's got two bass drivers at either end of the speaker, and it can produce a very nice 360-degree audio. There are three chunky buttons on the front for volume and play, pausing a track, and a small TRIBIT badge branding to one side of the speaker. On the back, or one of its sides really, as this thing is cylindrical, there is your power button, your Bluetooth button, a button to turn on X bass, which essentially heightens the lower end, giving the StormBox 2 a beefier audio. It does work well, I must say. However, I wouldn't turn up the speaker too much past the midway volume point and have X bass on at the same time. Things do get a little bit distorted. It is essentially better to use it at lower volumes. Finally, there is a button to connect two StormBox 2 speakers together for the TWS pairing. The TRIBIT StormBox 2 also offers users an IPX7 waterproof rating as well, which means that it could potentially be your perfect holiday speaker. Now sure, we are in September now and it is getting colder out there, but there is always next year, unless you're after some winter sun. But yeah, don't be afraid to get this speaker wet. Dunking it into a swimming pool isn't going to break it. Do make sure though that the door on the back is sealed shut, though, as underneath you'll find your USB Type-C charging port as well as a 3.5mm aux input for wired connections. Get water in these and it's pretty much adios muchachos to your new speaker. So let's talk about audio and the app, because both are pretty much related and interlinked, as the app isn't really used for much other than setting up your equalizer. So on the homepage of the app, once you've connected to the speaker, is a play and pause button and skip track buttons. At the bottom is a tab for your equalizer, in which you can choose a number of presets, or you can set up your own custom preset based on your music listening choices. And the final tab, you've got some speaker settings and firmware update settings and all of that kind of thing. Not really an in-depth app at all, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, can't wait it out tonight. Baby, you special.
Free flowing, sailing with the wind, not knowing how this story ends.
And for audio quality, it's pretty decent for a £60 speaker. This price tag is cheaper than the JBL Charge 6 as mentioned before, and can still produce a decent audio quality. There is a good mix of frequencies on display here, though I must say that when it does come to music, the TRIBIT StormBox 2 does favour bass-centric tracks. Detail can get a little bit lost and a bit uncomfortable if not turned down in the app, like your treble settings, especially at higher volumes. But all in all, this speaker is definitely not the worst sounding speaker out there, though your music does need fine-tuning in the app on the EQ to really get the most out of it. Rock music held up pretty well, and of course hip-hop music with some thumping bass tracks sounded decent. However, if you are into your classical music or even acoustic type tracks which require a lot more detail in that high end, then you're probably going to want to look elsewhere. The TRIBIT StormBox 2, I would say, to be honest with you, with that battery life, is pretty much the perfect travel companion speaker. It's not the best sounding speaker out there, but if you go into some kind of party, people aren't really going to be taking much notice of the intricate details in each track. It's got a stunning battery life for all day use as well, and what's more, the StormBox 2 has a smashing budget price tag, and what more do you want in a speaker fit for house parties and camping? Thank you very much for checking out my review for the TRIBIT StormBox 2 speaker. If you did enjoy it, then please hit that like button, subscribe to keep up with our latest tech and gaming videos, and also let us know in the comments down below, is this something that you're going to be picking up for yourself, or do you need something a little bit bigger like the JBL Charge 6, or have you already got one? What do you think of it? If you've already got one, let us know in the comments. As I say, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.